Yoga, a look at some of the different types of yoga. Hatha. Hatha is the foundation of all yoga types. Hatha classes usually have a slower pace, and it tends to be a very meditative type of yoga. Hatha combines asana, pranayama, and meditation. Here is a basic Hatha yoga flow. You may pause the video now to look at it a little closer. Vinyasa. Vinyasa is generally referred to as a sequence of poses which are plank pose, chaturanga, dandasana, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Vinyasa means to place in a special way. This shows how we go from one pose to the next and the breath involved. Usually Vinyasa classes are fast-paced and contain lots of sun salutations. Power yoga is a type of Vinyasa and is taught in many gyms as a workout class. Here is a Vinyasa yoga flow. You can pause the video to kind of look at some of the poses that they do in Vinyasa yoga. Iyengar. Iyengar yoga is all about balancing, flexibility, and strength development by proper alignment. Studios that teach this type of yoga typically utilize lots of different props, such as blankets, blocks, and straps. This is a good type of yoga for anyone. It helps people of all ages, flexibility, and abilities to find the right alignment for their bodies. In general, each pose is held for a longer period, which makes this type of yoga good for overcoming injuries. Here is an Iyengar yoga flow, so you can pause the video to kind of look at the different poses that people may do in this type of yoga. Bikram. Bikram yoga was created by Bikram Choudhury. It's a specific and unchanging sequence of 26 poses that are done in a room that's 105 degrees Fahrenheit. The heat is believed to help the practitioner sweat out the toxins that are in their body. Many people have to rest and take breaks. New practitioners often find themselves lightheaded. It is important to drink lots of water when practicing Bikram. Here are the 26 Bikram yoga poses. You can pause the video to look at them a little more. Hot yoga. Hot yoga is any type of yoga that is done in a room that is heated to 95 through 100 degrees Fahrenheit. The classes are usually Vinyasa. It is great for improving flexibility because heat makes the muscles looser. However, with that, it is easier to pull a muscle. Like Bikram, it is important to drink lots of water because you will sweat a lot. Ashtanga. Ashtanga was created by Sri K. Patabi Joyce, and there are 3 different paths in Ashtanga. These are the primary series, intermediate series, and advanced series. Each series does poses in a structured sequence. Ashtanga may be useful for the experienced practitioner because it requires strength, endurance, and commitment. Here is a basic Ashtanga yoga flow. You can pause the video to study it a little closer. Kundalini. Kundalini is all about awakening the energy, or kundalini, which is thought to be at the bottom of one's spine. Kundalini is very spiritual, and there will be lots of chanting, meditation, and breathing. This practice is good for those who are interested in learning chants and mantras, but can also be a little uncomfortable for those who don't fully embrace its philosophy. Here is a Kundalini yoga flow. You can pause the video to look at it a little closer. Yin Yoga. Yin Yoga is a very slow-paced yoga that uses seated postures and holds each posture for a long time. Yin Yoga can help practitioners find their inner peace. This type is good for beginners, and each pose can be held for 45 seconds to 2 minutes. These classes are relaxed and they utilize gravity. Here is a basic Yin Yoga flow. You can pause the video to look at it a little longer and see what kind of poses they do in Yin Yoga.